Whoops, forgot to start recording for YouTube. Oh well.
Vader, would you take care to take a guess at what that is?
I think I know. Holy fuck.
Oh.
Oh, would you like me to say it aloud or
Hey,
no?
Mama.
I can tell you what I'm thinking aloud, but
You need my help. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm now worried. Oh, God. What have we done?
Oh, he thinks he's figured something out. He's excited.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well.
Huh?
He said
Do-
doing well.
Good. My knee hurts.
Aw.
I put some that breeze stuff on them earlier.
Okay. Did that help any?
For about 20 minutes.
Well, maybe you should put some more on it.
Robin is still asleep in the cabin. Right? I don't think anyone came to wake her up.
oh my goodness.
After waking up, check if the party is doing something. If we
That's
are
better
holding,
than what I
then start getting Kragan's armor on, all three helping. If we're going back to bed, then go back to bed. Confirming with party list. Veritas, going to Bevan to see how things went. Okay, Bevan is still over there at the trees, Veritas.
I will
Ariel?
not go
Huh?
very far. I will not go up to her then, just yet.
Okay, Ariel confused why there are trees and waking anyone else asleep. Obviously, party, you will not be able to wake the sleeping sickness people.
Yeah.
Valerie, watching what's going on with the trees, waiting to see if the party is doing anything. Okay. Ooh, there's some in-character chat. Ah, Bevan calls out. They seem to be treants, and they don't seem to need anything. Let's see if they pass peaceful. Okay.
Before I forget to tell you,
Yes.
maybe you make it intake again because I can't see what's up here.
Oh, okay. Maybe we move it closer a little. Maybe move it about a foot away from the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lighter getting on here something because
Okay.
there's something in there eating. I can't see it.
Okay.
I'll be putting a light out there on the corner.
Yes, I know. I know. I've noticed this as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sentient trees. Trentient seas, yes. Trentient seas. Now, okay. John is looking all around with a confused look on his face.
Dungeon Master, could my characters get perception checks to note what John is doing?
Sure, penalty of 2.
Alright, repeatedly through iterations of 1d20 minus 2, except it should be plus 2. So that 16 will fail, that 19 will... Yep, they all fail.
Oh.
Can Ariel try?
Wow, really? Sure,
Why do you care
Ariel.
about John so much?
Sure, Ariel.
I just want to say
4.
something funny.
Penalty of 4.
In my case, it's just
Right.
more the tactical. We don't know what's
Alright.
going on with you. Are you seeing an invisible horde around us planning to strike? What's going on, dude?
I got an 8.
Okay. So Ariel, yeah, John D is looking around at everything, wide-eyed.
Sparkle fingers. Sparkle fingers? What the
That's the
fuck,
only
Ariel?
reasons why.
And I need to check one little thing. Make sure I didn't say a boo-boo. see.
I got bit by a spider.
Golden.
I thought it was kind of funny. I want to say that though.
Sparkle fingers. My gods. He can't. Yeah.
So what the hell was the difference there? Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm good. That reminds me, I need to look a thing up. Should be. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Heading to my car now. Okay. Beg your pardon, and he turns to you. Okay, sparkle fingers. Hold on. He'll kind of hold up a hand and concentrate. Well, I'm not sure if I like this, John mutters. I agree, that name sucks. Yeah, Ariel, of all the names you could give John, Sparkle Fingers, I thought it was funny. He shrugs. I see y'all want to do some RP at this point.
I'm just killing time, Dungeon Master.
Okay, well, your Dungeon Master's going to get a little bit more nicotine while y'all actually have some fun tonight.
I got a mosquito bite. Damn it.
Sparkle fingers.
Eminem, were you brought up to speed about Aiden?
What happened?
She got pissed off at me
Mm.
about a comment I said girls was coming and he asked about the time. He said it was afternoon or mid-afternoon, and she considered that between 11 and 1. And the comments about afternoon, 11
Being,
not being afternoon.
yeah.
I called it some Kentucky math, and she got all offended.
Alright. It probably wasn't the smartest thing to say, but I feel that.
I'm sorry. Well, it did come up. Afternoon means afternoon,
Hmm.
not the 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's high noon typically.
Still, afternoon means afternoon. Doesn't mean 11 o'clock.
Are we discussing pre-noon and afternoon again?
Yes,
Just getting
kinda
brought up to
getting 'em
speed.
A little bit up to speed on
Yes.
why she's not here.
So Sparkle Fingers thought it was funny. John will look at the three of you like you've grown a second head and then shake his. Never mind. We need to deal with what's right in front of us. Bevan, any chance we can convince them to move off the road for our morning convenience? I think they are just passing through, says Veritas. Very. A treant's passing through can take a decade if we let them.
Looks like I got some sunburn.
Oof.
Okay, that's fine, Val. Or Shadow. Drive carefully. And I'll NPC you till you're able again. The lead treant, of course. No concerns. We are passing by quickly. Just be careful with that fire. And they will begin moving again. And remember, party, your camp is off to the
East.
left-hand side of the road. Yes, the east. And they are coming down the middle of the road. And Bevan, that lead treant, will say in a much lower voice to you, Ibernicus blessings on you, little one.
Thank you, and you as well.
He nods a little. After making sure there is no danger, the Corvos will go back to bed. You gonna help Kragan get his armor off?
Dungeon Master, was there enough time for them to get his armor back on?
Well, y'all were holding up armor.
Yeah, put it back in the way it was and then go to sleep, obviously.
Okay. John nods to him as they pass. Okay, so party, do y'all want me to do a collective intel check for y'all?
Certainly.
Sure.
I rolled a 7. Good enough. Party, you've got about 15 to 20 minutes before the break of day because you are starting to see the first glimmer of orange on the horizon. So, really, do y'all want to go back to sleep or no?
Jonathan.
And I have to look at a thing that I just scrolled past. Yeah, 9 of them. Yeah, they're big boys.
John will not object to you discussing that, but he will roll his eyes to
You're
each
welcome to
one.
participate. It's more in jest than anything else. Roleplay, whatever you want to call it. Captain Fireball does have a nice ring to it, but I'm sure Cat has that one on lock.
Huh? Captain Fireball? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure there's lots of people that have used that one. Essex still sleeping as no one woke him up, and I don't know when Essex will naturally wake up. Well, Dom, Essex can give a perception check because now that they're laughing and joking and shit, you're entitled to a perception check. Oh yeah, you wake up. It's still dark, except it's not because Veritas is holding that light stone while you're blinking, and there are trees walking down the road, Essex, and the party's just kind of watching the trees walk by. So you may edit your actions for the round there, Dom. In fact, I think the whole party is awake by now, whether anybody woke you up or not. And it's bright. It's real bright. God damn, how late did they let you sleep? Why are there trees walking down the street?
Just another day in Koha.
And who is Sparkle Finger? And
I don't know about God of Thunder, but were those sparkles?
I wouldn't go anywhere near anything lightning-based, John. Gorn will say, kind of nervously.
Come
there.
on. It was a joke out of character, guys. I'm quoting Thor or Ragnarok.
Oh. Rip, that's on me for not recognizing that.
Ooh, we'll name him Captain Sparkles. You know, I'm talking as Jeff Goldblum here.
hello, hello.
That was Bard.
Oh, okay.
I need to listen to something, otherwise I go insane.
Are the treants going down the road now then?
They
Or
are.
are they going, they're going south on the road?
They are going north.
Mm.
Okay.
Haha, another encounter I rolled up before session.
Thank you, Dungeon Master. Very streamlined.
In spite of the, let's be honest, teensy weedy bit of bullshit that happened earlier with the players, I think we're actually making some headway.
Yeah.
I should certainly hope so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm not just saying that because I might have discovered a new power.
Double M, I think he's as happy as a half giant with a new suit of magic chainmail.
So who's still up sleeping?
Nobody's sleeping
think
at
I
this
was.
point. I said the whole party had woke up.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wake up Robin, morning prayers, eat rations, getting ready for the day, chatting with the brothers, readying yourself for the day. Okay, and again, you are going to notice that Venus and Rel and Seven appear to have contracted the highly contagious sleeping sickness. And yeah, y'all left them on a wagon or on the Huda or wherever. Of course, the Teamsters and the Link Boys are awake, and they're like watching the trees go by also. And they're not asking questions, they're just. And Leonard is BRB.
Hey, check in with the Teamsters and Link Boys. Make sure they're all, okay. Losing Jason was a blow.
Yeah, they're sad about that, but they've kind of come to accept the risk of life on the road.
This would be Gorn, by the way. He promises them, on his honor as a warrior, he'll make sure they're compensated fairly for sticking with the party. And he appreciates them personally for their effort. Just be smart, be safe, and be ready to duck under the wagons if shit comes flying at us. We'll take care of it. If you need me to make that charisma check, my dice are ready.
Now roll it. Oh, by the way, you missed out, but Robin put a strength spell on you with your approval. And so, Goran, you had. Robin rolled an 8.
Oh, yeah, I had mid-19. I guess that's worn off by now, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
Robin, thanks for the buff. Too bad we didn't get to use it against something, but also good news we didn't have to use it against anything.
You felt strong.
Probably could have lifted one of the wagons. Well, tilted.
maybe. Maybe not. We won't know until we try.
Oh, I've done it before. Laura
Okay.
showed me once. It's like a cool thing to do when you get it.
I can cast it again if you want before we leave.
Do you want to? I'm down. I like that spell.
I would say we should wait until we think we're going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, it takes a while to cast, doesn't it, though?
Takes 10 minutes to cast, so I'd rather do it now.
Yeah, I've
This
seen
is,
it done enough times.
6 hours then, so.
Oh, enough to lunch. I'll take it. So yeah, Robin, Goran's willing to do it if you want, or you can give it to one of the other Corvos. They know the strength spell at this point. They've had it cast on them on and off throughout the year. They're totally fine with getting it at this point.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we currently have 1, 2,
You guys
3,
pick if you want to fight over it.
7, 8. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. And Pascal's up for rock, paper, scissors. Craig will pass, so... Goran! Yay. Really would be smarter on Pascal, but that would be meta. Goran wants it.
Okay, go ahead and
my
dice
bad. Stone Leaf Shears.
Max again.
Yes! Hey, Essex, check this shit out. And I'll go over to the normal wagon and I'll try and tilt it up slightly.
Okay. Which wagon?
The normal one, not the double or Lagathas. I don't know about those yet.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know what's on that wagon, but I don't think it's so overburdened that, yeah, you can lift up one side of it.
And I'll put it gently back down. No sense in breaking it.
Him
Well-
strong.
Strong like
Hey,
me.
Say again?
that spell ain't really good on me.
Mm.
Strong like bull.
It's too bad we couldn't make it permanent. Imagine walking around like this always. Pair it with a magic hammer, I'd be unstoppable. Well, nearly.
You'd also maybe
So-
be kind of.
Are we moving on right away, or will I have time to study for that again? I'll need a half hour.
I don't know. I'll guard you if you need it.
If that spell is good till lunch, I would have to say let's wait till lunch for you to get that spell back.
That's fine. We can get a move on.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Easily pick up Bevan with one hand. No.
I could probably push Bevan over, but nah.
Yeah.
No, wagons aren't.
How much did we figure out you weigh, Bevan?
Just under 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, not with one hand. No.
Both hands, maybe.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers, but yeah.
Oh, it'd be a struggle, but now if we shrank Bevan down like that one time, then yeah.
You're really trying to get that to work, aren't you?
No, I'm just having fun,
Okay.
guys.
What if we shrink Bevan down,
Okay.
throw her, and then dispel the spell that makes her small, so we throw a giant-sized centaur at someone?
I feel like that would hurt Bevan to land like that. I wouldn't want to do that if you tried to do that to me. I'd tell you, no, fuck that. You know, there's fun
Okay.
magic, and then there's magic that's gonna kill your ass.
So is the party studying or moving out?
I believe we're moving out.
Reminds me of a thing someone used to do, where they would shrink down basically boulders into small pebbles, and they throw them, and then as they were throwing them, they'd undo the spell. They throw a boulder at someone.
I had a very cool idea.
Guys, watch your tongues.
Oh,
We're coming.
this was out of character because this was what happened in another.
Yeah, and if
campaign.
I'm not paying attention good and I don't know if it's in character or out of character, it's in character.
For what it's worth,
Alright.
that was in character, because I assumed it was, but out of character, in character, doesn't matter. You be very careful. We've had a couple too many close calls. I don't want that to happen again. Please.
Okay, well, y'all go ahead and speculate while I go for some more nicotine real quick, okay? And glad that you made it home safe, Shadow. And yeah, the party is moving out. And I gotta
So-
figure that is
a campaign where what we would do is we would shrink down ballista bolts to the size of a normal arrow.
Okay.
And we had this bow that we enchanted a small ring that the arrow could fit through with the spell magic. So basically, you would knock the arrow, line it up, and fire it, and the arrow would go through the dispel magic ring, and it would dispel it and shoot a ballista bolt at someone.
That's horrifying.
It didn't do that much damage, but
So you're shooting a ballista bullet at someone, though.
Yeah.
That's got to be one hell of a morale breaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like back when
It-
Hans was around with the mini birth hats. Oh, yeah.
It was 100% a morale breaker because in that campaign things fled from us more times than they tried to fight when we started shooting ballista bolts at them.
So
was
you're
amazing.
firing a ballista bullet from a normal crossbow
Normal crossbow, and
With with the ring. Yeah.
basically it was very funny because I will say that DM didn't really know how to balance his encounters,
because we were solidly mid-level and he was still throwing like kobolds at us. Of course, he didn't play them smart kobolds. He played them dumb kobolds.
That's actually a thing. Sometimes you just throw low-level shit at the party, even when they can clearly outbeat it. Otherwise, what's a high-level party gonna do but face hordes of demon lords, you know? Sometimes you throw kobolds at them, they defeat the kobolds in 2 rounds, and you give them that power fantasy. And occasionally, one kobold like gets a crit or something, or you play them really smart, you know?
Someone made basically a handheld cannon. They made a gun that shoot cannonballs,
I would
something like
love
that.
that, but
They did the same thing with the ring, basically.
but I believe that Grills would probably say no if I tried to make that in his world.
Yeah, no
Actually,
guns.
you know what he would say?
I'm just thinking.
Try it in session and find out.
Huzzah.
But apparently, and this was just from Aiden telling me this, apparently someone did try and do something like that, basically make explosives in his world, and he said no. I don't exactly know the whole story about that.
I wonder if you could. I wonder if you could modify a crossbow to shoot sling bullets and do the same thing with the. Instead of having ballista
It
bolts,
would
you do boulders.
it would just be a special. It would just be a special string, I think, because the reason why a crossbow works is that the string knocks the arrow and it propels it, but for it to just fire sling bullets, you just need kind of like a flap, basically, kind of how a normal sling works. You might be able
Yeah,
to shoot.
it'd need to be modified to the point though you'd be able
No.
to do that and have a ring on the end.
Trajectory is off. With an arrow, you have the stability of the arrow and the feathers giving it stability from the launch. But just to launch a stone from a crossbow, it'll just go wild. That's where
This
you
is
need
true.
the sling, which gives it the momentum and trajectory. That's where you're getting that from. Where crossbow, it's totally different physics.
Well, yeah, it would be slightly different just due to the fact that all of that. But again, I don't think it would be that big of a design change to make it where a crossbow can shoot sling bullets.
You'll have to
You
try
have
it in session to find out. Welcome back, girls.
I have a feeling
Thank
that
you.
one of us tried to do that.
You realize how unreliable smoothbore is, right?
No, try it in session, see how it goes. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what the worst is.
You can certainly try.
Smoothbore wasn't that bad depending on how it was used.
It was pretty bad.
It was not as good as like normal, like how the guns we have today, but it's not like how movies portray it where you can shoot it once and it will basically go sideways. I'm sure you've seen those movies where it was like smoothbore, they just shot one way and went the like complete opposite direction.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, a little bit off topic here, but
Yeah.
to defend Aiden and Kentuckians, they have 2 time zones, so I can understand the confusion.
Honestly, time zones are bullshit. So is time.
Fun fact, in Australia they have half-hour time zones.
Guys, are we going or not?
No, we're not going.
No.
I
And
figured-
we lost
Moving.
Shadow, didn't we? No.
No, he's home,
No.
isn't he?
He is here.
How the hell is
Monster
that
death
possible?
though.
Wait, what
That's
the?
Gina.
Wait a minute. What the?
That does make me think though. Could you effectively make a barrel with the modify a crossbow with a barrel on it to be able to shoot sling bullets? That way you can have it be accurate.
Again, you could certainly try in session.
Be one hell
Yes,
of a blacksmith to do that though. It costs a lot.
we should probably actually start going.
No, the
No,
encounter
wait.
needs to be rolled up.
Oh no, it's rolled up.
Yeah, I believe we
I
should
figured it
start.
out while I was getting my smoke.
I believe we should start moving forward then.
Oh, we can
Well,
certainly
that is
try.
what the party is doing. When who's in the lead?
I believe we've got Gorn and Teamster that used to be on Wagon 3, which probably hasn't been updated.
Okay, so
Formation.
Warren, give me a perception check.
Alright. With my physicals, I rolled a 19. Damn it.
Ooh.
Those are we just talking about the ones in the buckboard or the ones?
Okay, well, Goran, as you're driving the wagon, but you've got that Teamster from Wagon 3 up there with you. He will nudge you at a point and ask you, what do you make of that? And pointing ahead, there is a band of figures on the road. They're lined up in single file on both edges. There's a bunch of them.
Distance?
Call it 400 yards.
400 yards.
Are they approaching?
No, they're lined up on the edges. Does this look like an ambush? This feels like an ambush. Here.
Well, doesn't look like they're trying to hide or anything.
Give me a second, I'm gonna do a thing. Alright, shitty MS Paint incoming. One
Did
moment,
they all seem to
please.
be on foot or on mounts or?
Yeah, I can't share that information yet because only front runners are seeing this so far.
So just to get an idea for
Okay,
it, obviously
fine.
that's not to scale in any way, but that's what we're looking at. Green being party, purple being this band.
Okay. Now remember, this is a wide road. Okay. So even though they're at the edges, they're not off the road.
Okay.
So yeah, the party is the green arrow, and the purple is them, and 400 yards away from where you're at now.
Dungeon Master?
Rough. Okay, go ahead.
What
Would
Vader?
there be a possibility of those awake on the Roan?
Roan is at the back of the formation right now, instead of floating around like he normally is. He's a little confused as his mistress is unconscious, so he's just following the wagon train.
Dungeon Master, about how many people are we looking at? And I will
At
call
400
back to the
yards-
party.
At 400 yards, it's hard to tell
Damn,
I
I should have bought a
was
small
referring
box.
to the height advantage
the height advantage.
to be able to see.
Okay. Yeah, John D, sure, give me a perception check.
20 perception. I clicked enter. It's not loading right now.
Yeah. And unless there's somebody in the crow's nest of Robin's wagon, it's not going to be a thing. Okay, so Goran is hollering back. You can all look at in character.
John Sebastian or on
No,
Roan the Elephant.
That's in actions for the rounds. Okay.
Whoop. Rips, that was supposed to be in game. I'll switch
That's
that around or just leave it.
Yeah, you can leave it for now.
Party, there might be an ambush up ahead. About a quarter of a mile or so, it looks like.
John D, what did you get for your perception?
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I said that I typed it in and submitted it to Dice Rolls, and it isn't loading.
Okay.
And when I open up a new chat, it's not loading either. It's
Your
just
net
being
might be freaking.
Yeah, Discord's wonky.
What'd you roll?
haven't rolled yet.
Ah.
What at this point? Physical. If I knew where my dice were.
Should we just wait a second, hope that John's thing works, or...
Can someone roll for me? If it's
I
all the
can't.
same.
Somebody roll it.
I see him rolling.
5. Okay, so John D, you'll be able to see the same thing I described to Double M.
Gotta add this.
Okay. I think I'll close out Discord real quick just to see if it'll load things in.
Okay, pop out and come right back then.
So numbers aren't easy to tell. Can I tell any other important details? Anyone like standing directly in the middle of the road, banners, any of them mounted? I get just rough numbers, 2, 20, 100, etc.
20-ish. Let's see. You can tell they're carrying shields and spears.
Shields and spears. This looks like a trap.
Now, at 400 yards, it's hard to make out what their clothing or armor is, but it's dark colored.
Darker colored. Could be leather. Could be cloaks. Alright.
Call Curly up to the buckboard. Okay. Curly scrambles up there. Verb. Okay. Shadow.
Hey, girls.
Yo.
Are springs a thing?
Yes, but they're not in wide use. It takes a skilled craftsman a long time to make a spring.
Okay.
And getting the right composition of metals. Oh, tricky. Yell back to the mages to ready their combat spells. He thinks it's an ambush.
Since Goran's all the way at the front, and I know, without looking at the thing, I know John's all the way back on the elephant, which means someone's gonna have to yell back to him for sure, unless my voice carries that far. Yeah. See, were I chaotic evil and a spellcaster, I would totally just fireball these fools.
Wow, Crormead.
Uh-huh. No, something's hinky here. I know it. I suppose, Dungeon Master, do they appear to be traveling towards us, or just holding position?
It looks like they are moving towards the party.
In sidestep formation like that? I look a little bit further back as we get closer. Are they like, guarding, like, I'm imagining some rich person having some foot soldiers on left and right of his rich person caravan. Or,
You don't see anything in the middle of the road, even further back.
Guys, I can tell you what I think this is. My guess is a contingent from the outskirts of the Molten Empire has sent.
Yeah, I got a pee, so I'll be right back.
I mean, you're probably right. Let's just be alert and see what happens. I don't like the fact that they're already side by side on the road, but yeah. Distance is great enough. I don't think we can chuck anything at them. Maybe them us if they have a spellcaster, but my guys are neutral, so
Well,
I
I
gotta
could
play.
screw them over right now, but I'm uncertain of what this actually combat is.
I say let's get closer, see if they try and hail us or attack. If they attack, we get ready to defend. Okay, who's with me? Formations.
You said 400 yards, right, girls?
That was the distance they were spotted. Listen to me and someone tell this to Freddy. If this comes to a fight, either use that rope thing or take cover, but keep the horse. Wait, which one had the rope thing?
It's in wagon 3.
Ah, okay. But keep the horses here. I'm hoping it's just an armed patrol from the Molten Empire. But they could be bandits or worse. Stay down and stay safe. Link boys, you too.
Grills.
Yes?
I had leveled up on magic user and haven't studied for spells or did any research on new spells, but the magic missile, would that go up a level or not yet?
Okay, so not to spoil what your level is to anybody else. You get 1 at first, 2 at third, 3 at fifth, 4 at seventh, 5 at ninth.
Okay.
The number of missiles.
Right, and I was curious what I would roll up for magic missile if I would use it.
Did you train?
Okay, 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
I know that, but it would be 3 or 4.
Are you 7th or 6th or 8th level is the question. If you are 7th
I
level,
think
then
what
it's
he's-
4. If you're between
I think what
5th...
he's trying to ask is he hasn't trained yet, but he wants to know.
Now, I haven't trained for the 4th level spells, but this is a 1st level. Do I need to train to get that 4th missile?
Have you already applied the level up?
Oh. Did you roll up your hit points for your new level?
No, I did not.
Okay, then you're still effectively your old level since you haven't done your training yet.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to
Sorry
clarify.
about that.
Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Sorry, that was confusing.
Yeah, swing and a miss on everyone's part, I think.
Okay. But you do have the spell already.
Yes, I have the spell. I wasn't sure if I could roll it as 3 missiles or 4.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Not until you
gotta
actually
do
level up.
it.
That's fine. That's why I wanted to clarify before I did things.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. And I gotta look at a thing real quick. Just flip 1 or 2 pages here.
That's not good. If they were city guard, he wouldn't need to flip through pages.
No, somebody sent me a message and I gotta be precise. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, it came down to, is that feet or yards? And yeah. All right, actions for the round. I have 3 players. Okay, I got Bevan ready for melee. I got KGP Essex ready for archery. John D holding steady, ready to cast. Robin with the bow ready, more archery. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 active players. Okay, 6 out of 8. So Sebastian and who does not have something typed in? Veritas and Ariel.
What? Sorry.
Actions for the round. Yeah. What else are you playing, Golden?
I'm just spaced out of it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll
There you go.
Welcome
Okay.
back, Aiden.
what- Lydia, welcome back.
What?
Hey,
What?
I hear the cat.
Yes.
The cat demands attention.
Okay. So with this, Seven and Grell, as you're waking up from your slumber on the Huda. It's daytime, although you think it's early morning. And
Shh, stop. No.
Roan is obviously at the back of the wagon train, and John D is sitting up in front as you two are sleeping behind him. You don't know what's going on, but you did hear some hollering from up front. Attack, kitty, attack! Mama was showing me one earlier on
Give me your.
the internet where somebody got their porch footage where a kitty cat was being chased by a coyote. And yeah, that
Give
was
me your
pretty
paw.
wicked. The cat survived, in case you are wondering. Managed
Give
to
me your.
climb
Stop.
the post, but he got nipped a couple of times. And he paid him back with the claw and got away, and the coyote gave up. Yep. Anyhow, party, that was at about 400 yards. And let's see here. Okay, there's that and that. And so, party, you're continuing at your current pace.
Well,
Okay. All right. Seven and Rel can give me perception checks. You can see, if you look at actions for the round, a number of your compatriots have readied weapons. And okay, so Robin, you intended for Curly to take over driving the wagon, I take it?
Yes,
take the
it's
reins.
in
But be ready to stop.
in character chat. Yes, that's
Okay. Okay, let's see. Perception checks. Seven. Andrell, I'm pretty sure that's success for both of you. Yes, it is. All right, Seven, Andrell. So you can see, obviously, the actions for the round, what your compatriots are doing. And up ahead on the road, there are some figures coming towards the party. You know, they're headed north. The party is headed south. They seem to be in two single file lines, one on each edge of the road. And at the movement rate that you are going, that's is approximately that many, and they're moving at that speed. So by the time I'm saying all of this, it's down to about 200 yards. Okay, so it looks like about a dozen on each side of the road, guys, and I can give you a better description. Not yet. But here's what I can tell you. They are wearing what appears to be leather tunics and leggings. Strangely enough, they all appear to be bald. They are carrying shields and spears. Not that you're aware of, Rel.
Fucking hell.
Anyhow, that's at 200 yards. Did anyone wish to modify their actions?
holding for now, on guard. By holding, I of course mean like our previous actions, unless anyone wishes to stay otherwise. And yeah, continue forward. Let's see
Do
what's going on.
all of these people we see have bald heads?
Yes, they are all bald.
And they're wearing leather tunics.
Leather tunics and leggings. They have shields and spears.
They're all John D. the Bald impersonators.
Thank you very much. I'll now pronounce you a man and a wife.
Fireball and
Would Bevan recognize them as followers of the bald beast?
What's your intel, Bevan?
13.
Wow, you don't know. I mean, it's something about that. You're not sure.
Okay.
Okay, you're all on a timer at this point. So if you wish to make any amendments to your actions, and I'm going to start giving the distances from the front wagon to these people. Yeah, if you're holding as before, you don't need to type anything. You can just
Sorry.
edit your actions. So 190 yards, 180 yards, 170 yards, 160 yards, 150 yards.
looking for any banners or obvious symbols on them.
No banners or obvious symbols. And at this distance, you can tell that their tunics and leggings are definitely some form of leather armor.
Keep an eye on them. See if they make any form of greeting or sign to attack.
Okay, duly noted there, Rel. 140 yards, 130, 110, 100. They stop.
Slow up a bit, but continue forward at a slower pace, observing what they're doing. Look for any of them that appear to be casting.
Are you continuing forward?
Just a second. I hear Grill's laughing maniacally, which means that a player has
I
messaged
was
him
dealing
something
with
funny.
messages from various people. Okay. Oh. Beep. Okay. All right. And Double M, you said that your party is continuing?
Continuing, but slow the pace down, and Goran in the front will give out a wave. See how they respond to that.
So, Dad,
Yes, son?
allegedly we can sell somebody a Snickers bar
Yeah.
in combination with an AR-15
Yeah.
to avoid paying any taxes on the rifle.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Allegedly, according to what's his name, Errol Weber, a Republican candidate running for U.S. House seat in California. Yeah, you can bypass taxes by selling food items in conjunction.
So if we go over to dances and buy a gun, and we just have to buy a candy bar with it.
The way it works is you buy a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
For like the price of the gun, and then you buy the gun for $1.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to look that shit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. This is according to a Republican candidate. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that sounds so wonky. It might be true.
Yeah,
It sounds like you get charged with tax evasion for that.
Right now, somebody's gonna find a loophole and just then it's gonna be even less taxes.
I'm gonna sell you this $1,500 Snickers bar, and for an extra $1, I'll throw in this AR-15. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, let me get back to my campaign here. All right. Keep me informed of this. Okay. Sorry for the distraction, guys, but Junior has to keep me informed on these things. Okay, so mace in hand, holding steady, ready to cast, bow, watching, ready to cast, watching what's happening. Okay, you're skipping. No, only some more certain hairstyles or something of nature. I gotta roll for that again because you're going fast. Okay. All right, now party at 100 yards. It's been indicated to me that. Yeah, Lydia. Yeah. Okay. At 100 yards, the two columns stop, and the party is continuing forward. These men, you assume they're men, they raise their spears up and slam it down, butt onto the ground, twice each, almost in unison. And one of the ones from the left-hand column starts walking out and into the middle of the road. But before he starts, he turns and hands his spear to the man behind him.
Stop the wagons and call back to stop.
Okay, you said you hold the wagons. They wish to parley, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the wagon train is stopping, and Rel, you know what? Roan is smart enough to stop when the wagon in front of him stops.
Alright, party, we have to decide quickly who wants to go up. Goran volunteers. We should have someone else, though. John?
Y'all take a minute while I go for nicotine. Yeah.
What?
Rel, I don't know if Roan's a good idea, because this guy wants to go up. He's not going up with his company. One or two of us, probably. Maybe three if we wanted to do a show of strength.
I am going.
I don't think Roan's a good idea.
I am going.
Okay. In that case, you're taking everyone on the Howdah?
No, you can walk.
No, that's not what I was asking you. Everyone who's on the Howdah, you're taking with? You're not having any of them disembark?
No, you already called for John. He's probably about to bail, so.
No, if you're gonna go with Roan, might as well John stay on the Howdah. And yeah, in that case, Gorn will
Howdah.
stay back. We've got our fighters up there and back here also, in case this is some type of ambush. Alright. In that case, I suggest you pop into actions. KGP holding with wagons. What kind of tactics are these?
That reminds me, Grills didn't say anything about the skin color.
Skin car?
Skin car.
Skin color.
There we go. Okay. I didn't understand that, and that was very concerning.
Yes, they all have tattoos of various Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet symbols on them, on their arms. No, kidding. That would be pretty cool, though.
Are they
They are from the Ford tribe. Yes.
are they notably dark skinned?
They are
That
very
sounds
they are very well to very deeply tanned. How's that?
Okay.
Would it matter if they're black or not there, John?
Just for getting a mental image.
It's also because we know that Southerners in this world tend to be darker skinned. We're heading towards the Southern Empire, so it makes sense if these are Southern guardsmen that they come from this region. Versus if they're pale as snow, it's like, who are these? What are they doing? More likely to be bandits.
What are these white people?
White
No.
boy, what you talking about?
No, I wasn't gonna go there, but okay.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, I made my comment because of the bald's head.
That's fine.
So,
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, good. KGP holding with wagons while Roan and company on Huda approach. Oh. Okay.
Rel
Huda
insisted that Run would accompany, so alright, they can go.
Okay, y'all must have done that verbally.
Yes.
Wakanda tactics are these? Rowan, well, welcome. Welcome to Wakanda. Rel, what are you doing? John whispers, I'm going to go speak to them. Okay. So let me see actions, because the wagon train has halted. Valerie, staying with wagon and still ready to cast if need be. And I got gotta check something I did not think to before. And I bet it's... Oh, those cheap bastards. Sorry. This is a little complicated. What the hell is that piece of paper doing in his book? And where's the one I'm looking for? What the hell?
Bless you.
There it is. I don't know why I couldn't spot that before, but I looked right at it. Sorry for the delay, party people. Oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Worried. Putting her hand on her mace, holding his breath, grabbing for his bow. Climbing atop wagon for better view, bow pointing down but ready. Okay, that is still 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 responses. So the others are either not doing shit or yeah. All right. Oh, to go up with him.
Evan had stepped away, so she's back now. Put something in.
Okay. Well, I thought she already had something in. No, but from last round, I mace in hand just in case. Okay. All right. So party, of course, Roan, the magical elephant, and the 3 people on top, which is John D, Rel, and Seven, are moving forward as y'all have stopped. Now, obviously, an elephant is going to kind of block some of your visual. Roan, Rel, are you taking Roan right up the middle?
Yeah, as soon as they pass the other wagons.
Okay. All right. So as you're moving up there, this individual will continue walking, and at about 30 yards distant, you're stopping.
Yes.
Okay. He'll stop for a moment. He's looking at y'all. You're pretty sure it's a male.
Pretty sure we lost Dom. I don't see him in chat anymore.
Yeah, I don't see him either. Hello, we mean you no aggression. Shall we parley? Rel says to the man. Okay. In response, he hollers some stuff back up to you, Rel.
Dungeon Master.
Yes, John D., as your helmet is working. Are you going to translate for your companions?
I will.
Okay. So you're going to wait for him to finish and then say what he said? Okay. Because if you try pulling that professional translator shit like I see on TV, yeah, we're going to have to do some serious dice rolling.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
did you ever figure out where in the South Rel is from?
No, I didn't. But you're not from where this guy is. Welcome back, Leonard.
Well, I had assumed as such. I was just asking would I know at least what dialect he's speaking, though?
Ooh, you know what, Lydia? Dice percentage. I'll give you a 12% chance. Because I'm feeling so
Damn.
generous. Nope. In fact, yeah, this is completely alien to you. Okay, John D., since you're going to reiterate what he says to them, I'm going to spit it out to you, and then you can repeat it to them. All right. Where did I see that name? Oh, can't use that. That one I can use. Okay. So Vader, he spit out a greetings. His name is Kolbu. My name is Kolbu. We are of the Traldar. We are warriors. We hunt. The hunting has been suck ass. But it appears that your hunting is well, for you have much. That's what he says. Go ahead, Vader. Translate that for your companions on the Huda.
You're about to ask me to roleplay this out?
If you want to, it's up to you.
John would basically just repeat that.
Wow. I know, he took the cheesy way out. Okay, so Rel.
Kovu?
Kolbu.
Kobu?
Could you maybe type those out in out of character?
Kobo?
Nope. He said them. You didn't have time to memorize them. Too bad. How sad. Anyhow, what do the three of you wish to do? I'm
Well,
putting
I was asking Dungeon Master because I was typing out my reply. But okay.
I'll give y'all some kind of a challenge here. Kobu, do you know Common? Or perhaps the Elvish dialect? Okay, Rel, do you speak Elvish?
No, but it's more the fact I hear him speaking in a language I do not understand, and knowing John, he's trying to butt in and probably
Okay.
gonna stick his foot in his mouth.
Okay, Kolbu will reply. Common what?
What was that?
He said, common what?
And translation.
But that doesn't translate.
So he's attempting to mimic our language.
Okay, at this point, you two, which is 3 of you, you're in character chat. There is no out of character at this point for you two. "30 yards, splitting the difference. So about 20 yards from his own people." No, wait, that's not right. 35. Let's see. Okay, so y'all got a rope ladder for that, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so you're climbing down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's watching you.
I'll stop within 20 feet.
Okay. All right, so if you're moving up, he moves up, and you stop at about 20 feet. He stops as well. And he sputters out some stuff again. And John D, John D is climbing down too. Okay. He's watching you both warily. Okay. He hollers some stuff out that you're not going to understand, but John D, he's going to say, no, we hunt food. And are you translating that for Rel?
Yes. Let me type it.
Jam.
Okay, he's going to rattle off a number of words. And John, you're going to get the impression that these are the names of animals. Although that one you're not really sure about.
Hold on. Translating.
Did that sound like a yes?
That sounded like a noise. Food. And John D., that translated as food.
I'm pretty sure he's asking for directions to the train station.
Rail looks at John. What could we? Does he want us to hunt it for them? Does he want us to join them for it? Does he? Oh, don't tell me he wants Rome.
He has a confused look on his face. By the way, up close like this, you know, so y'all said, what was it, 20 feet?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all will notice, yeah, except for the back of his hands, this guy is hairless from what you can see. There's no hair on his arms, his head, not even eyebrows. But yes, he has a confused look on his face.
Wait.
And then he starts spitting out some other words. Which, John D., do you want us to hunt you as food?
Oh god.
The most dangerous game.
He looks
What
perplexed.
is happening?
Rel waits for the translation, looking at John. Sighing, he shakes his head. He turns his head over his shoulder and hollers back to his people. These primitives are fools. I think they want us to hunt them.
Oh god.
Of course, John D., you're the only one that understands what he's saying. There are more looks of confusion further away. And John D., you hear one of them hollering something that's like, well, do they look meaty? And then there's some jeering and booing, and yeah, no. It sounds like you hear one of them saying something about joking. Okay, Lydia, John D. is speaking common at this time, so
Yes, there's what he said and then what they're hurting or what they heard him say. That's kind of two different things here. Like I heard what he said. But what did he say to get such a reaction? I'm confused. My character is confused.
okay. My work here is done.
This is funny. Thank you, Grills.
You're welcome. No food?
Or however.
Hey, John D., you're okay. That should be in actions for the round, but I'm not going to quibble it. You take out a ration and present it to him. So you're going to walk to him?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, you know this thing is still wrapped up. You know,
And
these.
Can John unwrap it while he's doing this?
Okay, you may.
Just to present that we have food.
Okay.
Dungeon
Okay.
Master.
Yes.
Sorry. Does Rail still have the baked goods she bought from the shop still?
Wow, y'all put a hell of a dent in that, but yeah, you still have some.
All right.
What is
Well,
happening?
All right, so
what
you're
does
unwrapping
Kogu
it as
do?
you approach him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he looks at it. He looks at you. He's still got a confused look. What kind of food are you offering him? Because a ration, that's kind of a generic thing.
Okay, then I assume a ration would have like salted meats. I don't know if bread can be preserved. Maybe some dried fruit.
Pressed bread, crackers, dried
Crackers.
fruits,
Wouldn't it be hard packed?
mostly. Depends on if it's standard rations or iron rations.
Iron ration.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be dried stuff, hardtack. You know, it's got good preservation, but
Not good
not much
taste.
on appearance. Okay, Rel, where's that stuff at? Was that on the Huda or one of the wagons?
Buddha.
Okay. Okay. So you're doing that, and I got to stay with the conversation because that's going to take you a minute or two, maybe 3.
Mhm.
Okay, so John D, he's looking at you confused.
Damn it, it's being finicky. Okay. I think it did it submit? Yep, it's loaded.
Okay, demonstrate by taking a piece and eating it, then motioning the ration to him.
I feel like we look nuts to these people.
Yeah. Don't know what could have given you that idea.
Okay. All right, John
I
D.
don't know.
John D, he
Just a
will
thought.
reach and take a piece and taste of it. And after a moment, food. And nods his
Food.
head. Food. John D is typing.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to be told I'm finished.
I'm keeping a track, Lydia. I'm keeping a track. Walking take time, Lydia. Okay, at this point, John D, he looks over his shoulder. They've got a little bit of food, but I don't know. I'm not sure what he's offering here. And it comes back to you, John D. What are you asking for? Oh, obviously, it's a tongue you don't understand, but your helmet is translating this. What are you asking me for, strange hairy man?
Fucking dying over here.
Lydia, by the way, by this time you have climbed up the Huda. You've gotten that large sack, and you're on your way down, just so you know where you're at in the world. Now, guys, by the way, that is the first time anyone has ever called John D. Harry. John D. the Hirsute.
Will he allow this to happen?
Allah, what are you doing now?
Whoa. Wraps up the ration, takes his helmet off. And, okay, he steps back for a second. And with the helmet off, he gibbers some stuff at you, and you have no idea what he's saying.
But does the helmet go on his head?
He's watching you very carefully, but he will let you do that.
Watch John do this, and it starts off.
Watch
with
us
a
lose the
one-on-one
fucking helmet.
A one-on-one fight with this dude.
I'm gonna lose my mind if we lose the helmet. Oh my god.
Okay, so Vader, you say that to him. And you can see this look of shock on his face. And he says something to you. Then he says some other stuff that you have no idea what he's saying.
Am I back now, Dungeon Master?
You're on your way back. You're getting there. You're seeing this John D's place the helmet on this guy's head. So we are travelers, we simply wish to pass in peace. Okay, and he says, blah, 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 blah. And you're getting there, Lydia. You're getting there. You got to give Vader time for typing instead of actual speech, which would have already happened by now, I'm sure.
Oh god.
Tab said, remember, I have no helmet. I know have helmet. Now I will take back the helmet And I encourage you to repeat what you just said. Okay, so you take the helmet off of his head and you put it back on, John D?
Yes.
Okay. He starts talking before you've got the helmet on, but as you get it on. So, if you could share some food, we'd be all happy here. And that's just fine. And so, Lydia, you should be getting up there now as this guy is spouting out gibberish. John D is typing.
So I am there now.
Yes, you are there now.
And I saw the exchange of the helmets, yes?
Yes. John, give him the helmet. Well, his group merely wishes us to share food with them. What can we spare? Well, I don't know, this sack of baked goods that I was getting. Oh, I don't know, John. It's not like I don't have baked goods and we don't have spare iron rations laying around, Rill says sarcastically. All right, so he's looking back and forth between you two right now. Okay, y'all work on that for a minute. Jeez, guys. My knees
Well, I can't do anything until he puts the helmet on.
Y'all work on it. I'll be right back. I just got to stretch, really.
This has to be one of the more wild situations we've been in. Trying to converse with natives. Struggling so hard on it.
Okay. And I need to check a cultural reference on these things real quick.
And Vader just kind of stole what I was going to do. So thank you, Vader. So not the rations part, the baked goods part.
All right. It's not like I don't have baked good. John puts the helmet back on Kovu's head, saying, "We have some baked food as well as many more rations like what I showed you. Bring a few men and we'll share what you can carry." Oh. All right. He hollers back, and two of the others hand their spears over and come trotting up. And he's saying stuff that y'all can't understand, but what are y'all doing? Y'all want me to fast track y'all?
That'd be nice.
Well, Rel is typing.
It's not that. It is not a we have some baked goods, John. I do, which I was going to offer. Rel opens the sack bag. I still don't know what was stored in it. Well, Lydia, I can't tell you exactly what the baked goods were, but we know it was baked goods, breads, pastries, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming the bread is probably what's really left. Everything else was more time sensitive.
Yeah, y'all kind of went high on the hog on those donuts and shit.
Well, that's the first I heard there was donuts.
Well, I'm just putting an example out there.
I'm just joking.
Okay. Anyhow, he says something that neither of you understand. And he points at the bag, or at what's in the bag there, Rel.
Rel will freely hand it over.
Excuse me a moment. All right, good night, son. Love you a whole bunch, Pops. Love you a whole bunch, too. Sweet girl. Okay. You hold it out for him, and he's like, "Baba, baba."
Rel looks to John.
Okay, well, right now that the other guy is wearing the helmet.
I know I'm trying to low key get the helmet back so we can understand.
Okay, fast tracking time.
Please.
Ask me again after I'm wearing the helmet. Okay. Y'all switch the helmet. And he says, "What the fuck is this shit?" Y'all pass the helmet back. And you explain baked goods to him because, oh, this is some kind of food? Really? Looks like soft rocks. So one of you so one of you eats a piece of bread. Oh, and so he takes a taste. Blah 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 blah, back and forth with the helmet. We're trying to give you this and some of our other food. Oh, why didn't you say so? Jeez, I could understand a little bit of what y'all were saying in common, but damn, that is such a backwards language. And I thought you people wanted us to hunt you. Some kind of weird ritual.
Well, just kind of gives John a glare.
Okay, so
Not a mean one, just a
back and forth
annoyed
with the helmet. How much food are you going to hand over to these three guys?
How many rations do you think they could reasonably carry in their arms?
Well, there's about 24 of them total. But if you're talking
do
just
not
about
run
the
us dry.
3 of them there, probably, let's say, what? Didn't we figure out the encumbrance of a week's worth of iron rations? Didn't somebody look that up not too long ago?
Bottom of the DMG.
Please do not run us dry for food. That's all
We
I
have
ask.
60 iron rations, 6 weeks of common, but I'm pretty sure we should have more than that. Because Lagatha's large chest can hold 75
Encumbrance.
meals. So
225. Okay. Rations. Iron. Okay. Assuming that's a week's worth, 7.5 pounds for a week's worth of iron rations. And these guys look strong. So how much are y'all going to offer these guys? That's what it comes down to. Y'all may have to
How
check
does 5 weeks worth sound?
5 weeks worth.
Does that sound reasonable, party?
fine
Sure.
with me.
Sure.
Okay, so back and forthing it with the helmet, and y'all load these guys up with an armful of food for each of them, and they thank you, and they're going to continue hunting. It's been pretty scarce to the south, so they're going to give you a heads up that yeah, he hopes y'all didn't share too much because the hunting is poor that way.
Dungeon Master, may I ask how many days till the next village? You would know?
He's going to tell you you're about 20 minutes from the next habitation.
Okay.
Village. Okay. So they graciously accept the food, and they're going to keep going north, and they wish y'all luck. And is the party good with that?
Yes.
Nobody's
Mhm.
going to fireball them or anything like that?
Nope.
Not
We
today.
almost did.
Okay, so as they're passing by the end, and they get their spears back from the guys that were holding them, and they wave as they pass. They let y'all have the middle of the road, and but as y'all are passing them, and John D, you'll hear this, and I can only guess if you're going to translate it for the rest of the party. Still calling him Kovu. Kolbu, you fucking morons.
I asked you to repeat yourself because I couldn't hear you.
Oh, he's long gone.
Yeah, they're his band of hunters. They're
No, I'm talking directly to the Dungeon Master.
okay. That's the thing, though. When I'm speaking as the NPC, and it's in a situation like this where the NPC doesn't understand you, and I can't go back on that. That just means your character did not hear it precisely.
No, what I'm saying is my headset cut out. All I heard was the co.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe your character's helmet was askance for a moment there, and so your character suffered a similar fate as you did IRL. How's that?
Not worth the energy.
Okay. Well, anyhow, his merry band of hunters continues, and they wave, and they laugh, they smile, and they do not fight with the party. And I'm figuring this took about 20 minutes in game. And I'd already accounted for that many, so. Oh, that's perfect.
What time is it again?
It
In
is
game or out of game?
In game.
early morning.
Oh.
Okay, so for wrapping it up pretty quick kind of thing, let me do this. Getting the party back in formation and moving. Okay. And y'all had that much further to go at that speed. There, I have the time, I have the distance, the place. No, not end of session.
God speaks to the party. It's an in-game chat, Dungeon Master.
Huh?
That's an in-game chat, so I guess the man in green bellows to the party from the heavens.
Yeah.